Yo, welcome to Crucial Conversation. I'm your host, Dante Harris. Ready to get back after it once again. You know what I mean? Right now, we don't have any guests in here today. We're going to be doing this solo. It'll be me going on my rambles, trying to keep up with my brain as fast as it be going sometimes. I want to basically start off this whole situation, this whole podcast, by saying rest in peace to my mother-in-law, Chin Montgomery. It's been a rough time for the family, but I do appreciate everybody's condolences. One thing about Chin Montgomery, she was one person that you could feel the love. You know, she could look at you and you could feel the love coming from her eyes. You know, that's what I'll remember her for. That's what I'll take with me and push forward. Just add that into the things I got to do for my ancestors and loved ones that have transitioned. So with a heavy heart, I'm here. I'm actually in a great mood. I woke up this morning and I knew I had a lot to do when it came to work. Usually when I'm going through hard times with grief, I do a lot of things by keeping myself busy. With work is one of the things that I do to work my way through it. Stay busy, stay active. Of course, I keep a healthy regimen as far as my routine in the mornings, preparing myself to go out and do what I could do as far as work to provide for my family, but as far as speaking positive energy and just being a positive energy walking around the earth. So I prepare myself for that. Even dealing with heartache and grief and sorrow. So this podcast is the first podcast that I'm on after my mother-in-law's passed. Man, it just when dealing with grief, sometimes you get stuck in your own mode and you're dealing with your inner fears and your pain and all the whirlwinds of emotions that go around you. Within you, and not paying attention to what's going on around you. So what I've been trying to do is pay attention to my loved ones that are still walking around, still breathing, pay attention to my house and my house only, as far as looking at my kids and checking on my wife often, let her know how much I love her, let my kids know I love them in our ways, and not in our ways, but always and through everything. So that's where I'm at with that, you know. But as you see me over here, I'm trying to flip through my phone because I would like to get some questions in here. There's a couple people that said they wanted to get on and get some questions, so I got to make sure I have my phone set up so I can have access to that. So, but other than that, Thanksgiving. So my Thanksgiving was delayed because she actually passed on Thanksgiving. My wife did wake up and cook and get the normal ceremony going on. Had my house smelling just lovely, you know what I mean? Probably 3 days prior, she started with her greens. She had her greens going. She did that for a project she had going on for her channel, Soulful Eats, on YouTube. She has I believe she got about 700 and some subscribers. She's been doing a great job with that. She's transferred it over to more of her cooking. It's like a little cooking network. She loves to cook. She stays in the kitchen doing her thing. Kicks me out of there, so I'm not much of a cook myself, but you know, I can get down when I need to. And then I was looking forward to the weekend, just trying to get my mind off things. And first thing I did, Mike Tyson. I'm a big Mike Tyson fan. You know, just the power and the pure athleticism that Mike Tyson had, and watching him knock people out when I was younger, and just boxing. But I've been a boxing fan since I was little. Grew up at Al Davies Boys Club, but not only just being at Al Davies and knowing there was a boxing gym, all my cousins boxed. You know, all my cousins was boxers, the Mustins. So I watched them box and get it in for years, winning Golden Gloves titles and coming home with the USA leather jackets on, you know what I mean? And they were, you know, beautiful jackets. I used to put them on. It was kind of like a Letterman, you know what I mean? But it had the big USA on there. There was nice jackets, man. But they were accomplished in all were very good at boxing. So I've been watching boxing forever. It's like my second favorite sport to watch. Of course, it's going to go basketball, then we're going to go to boxing, and then football. So that's basically, how I get down. But if there's a Boxing Masters pay-per-view, believe me, I'm there. I'm paying for that, and I'm watching it. We had the undercards. So Nate Robinson was boxing in the undercard, so I had to go support that. You know what I mean? A man venturing off, ready to go do something else. But Nate's a great athlete, so I had to support that. So the little $50 was well, I get to see Tyson, plus Nate's gonna fight. The surprise to me actually was the undercards had me standing up and jumping around prior to the Nate fight. Those undercards, them guys, they was throwing hands. It was an exciting boxing match. I enjoyed every bit of it. They were throwing the hands. They knew they were on pay-per-view when they were taking their shot, and they all fought hard. Going into the Nate Robinson fight, I was a little worried because I knew the other guy was doing some boxing, and I had seen some clips, and I didn't know as far as where Nate was on his boxing skill level. Fighting's one thing, but a boxing skill levels is a whole nother thing. I know that for a fact. I knew that early. I knew they were two totally different things, man. I tried to spar with my cousins after he was boxing for a year or two. We went in. He had brought the headgear home, and we had some gloves. So I tried to give it a shot. It didn't work out well, you know what I mean? I couldn't get shots off. It was hard to hit him. At that moment after that, it was all fun and games, but I knew that wasn't fun and game for me. I picked up my basketball. I stayed on the basketball court when we went to Al Davies. That's just how it was. I knew better than that, just because mentally I wasn't prepared to learn all those strategies. I think when I was older, I probably could have got into it a little bit more, but by then I was head over heels with basketball, and so it was gone. When it comes to that Nate Robinson fight, like I said, I was a little worried. Initially, I knew he was going to be antsy, little jitterbugs, you know what I mean? So the initial first couple seconds, I was just trying to calm down, you know what I'm saying? So you can get your feet underneath you. While he was calming down, I seen a shot to the back of the head. The back of the head, you know what I'm saying? The ear, right behind the ear. I don't know if any of you guys have been hit behind the ear, but it'll knock your equilibrium way off. I mean, as far as your balance in your middle of the fight with the intensity and everything going on, I already knew that was going to be a huge problem. You know what I mean? So once he got up and he was doing his thing, I knew his balance was a little bit off. Unless, he got caught with another one, he drops, he gets back up. At that point, I wanted him to stop the fight. Now, I'm a boxing fan. I'm a Tacoma dude. I'm not from Seattle. I'm from Tacoma. However, I got many brothers out there in Seattle that I got love for, and we hang out. I have never hung out with Nate Robinson. He probably doesn't know me from a regular old can of paint somewhere, man. But I've seen him. I've played against him. And I just hate to see somebody I know just get hit like that, because you're worried about their health and their family. So when he did get hit and he fell, I just felt bad. You know what I mean? It wasn't initial, like I went on Facebook and everybody had their jokes. I didn't post any jokes. You know what I mean? If it was somebody else that I probably didn't know, I might have had some jokes, to be honest with you. But I felt like I somewhat knew him, and I didn't want him to go out like that. But that being said, I mean, it's boxing. You go in that ring, you're subject to get knocked out. That's part of it. But it's just a win or a loss. If you're looking at it like it's supposed to be looked at as a sport, it's a win or a loss. He lost that one. Now, if he wants to continue, I suggest he does some more training. You know what I mean? I know a couple guys that might be able to give you some training down here in Tacoma. I know you come down and do some training with Chris Hippa. You can come on down just a little further, come to the city and get it in. You know what I mean? And we can make some phone calls. I'm quite sure they love to train you if you want to continue that boxing thing. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that's it with that. Man. So Sunday morning, I'm ready for some football. My Raiders is playing. I'm getting pumped up. And my cable's not working. I'm tripping though. So I'm messing with all the cable cords. I'm trying to hook it back up, trying to get it going. No love, right? So I ended up looking up on the phone, trying to check the score. We was down by 30. Yeah, so I'm like, hold on, who were we? I had to check and see we was playing again. The Raiders playing. We was playing Atlanta, and I was just like, wow. So, maybe I didn't need to watch that anyway. I'd have been in my house ready to throw something. So that's what that was. Shoot, up until today, I've been really thinking about this podcast and how to get it to the next level. I think I got to come out my shell a little bit more. I got to stop worrying about what I sound like and worried about what everybody else is gonna think about me doing this, and just start letting it rip. I got a couple guests that I got coming up in the next couple weeks that are gonna really, 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 really help me out and put things on the map a little bit more. Guys that are a little more involved in the media aspect, and some crucial conversations that I need to have with people that are here in the community that are reached out to me and they said they got some things to say. So that's a positive thing. It's a great thing for any of you guys that's out here and you're tuning in. I got a lot of people say you're tapped in. You want to come get in the conversation, it's easy. You just hit me at crucialconvo@gmail.com, and then boom, we can have a conversation. You can hit me on Instant Messenger and we can get it off like that. All right, we can have a conversation then, and then we can see if we can get you on the podcast and we continue the conversation. Let's get to what I really want to come in here and talk about. For some of you guys that know me personally, you know that over about 200, I guess I'm on like 240 days. 240 days ago, I stopped drinking. Some of you guys that don't know me probably didn't even know that that was a problem for me. I'm here to tell you it was. And it continued to be. I had a hard time not drinking this weekend, hard time not drinking on Thanksgiving, dealing with the grief and actually feeling that pain, not being able to numb it. But I'm saying this right now because I'm tired of being afraid to be who I am. Most people see me, or you know what? People that don't know me and know of me, man, I think they see it. They don't see who I really am. I'm a person that struggles through a lot of things. I've struggled with depression. As a kid, I struggled with suicide. I struggled with holding my temper. But one of the main things I struggle with is just being very emotional. A way that I tried to numb those emotions was by drinking. It was by drinking, so I didn't really feel the things that were tormenting me on the inside. I would drink. My anxiety, I would drink. So people go to a party and they want to go to the party and have a good time. I would go to the party to be around certain people that I was close to, but normally if it gets bigger than 3 or 4 people, I get this anxiety. So if I have a couple drinks, I loosen up, and it is what it is at that point. Then I basically started drinking at about 16, 17. It was the thing to do. You get your Dickies, you get you got your comb rolls, you got on your Chucks, man, you got the 40. I don't know why they were selling me liquor at 17, 16 years old, but it was happening. And it started then, and it wasn't like a crazy problem. I was still working out every day, but I was drinking. It continued into college. College, it just, people that had never been out the house. So now they're drinking, so I'm drinking with them. But I wouldn't drink before games or before practice, anything like that. But the days off, I was drinking, partaking. And after a while, I'm 16, man, I'm 42. I'm 42. So you could do the math on how many years that I was putting that poison into my body, but I was keeping in pretty good shape. I was playing basketball, I was working out. As I got older and I stopped playing, I just kept drinking. And then I started realizing I actually didn't realize. I started to not think about drinking. That's when I knew it was a problem. Bored, I'd have a beer. You know what I mean? I would be bored. I'd just get a beer. I started a routine of getting off work, drinking beer. There's a routine of putting poison in my system. There's a routine where I was hiding from myself. It was a routine where I was numbing everything, still, for years. So 200 some days ago, I broke that routine. Broke it. And ever since then, I've been coming to a reality, a clarity, if you would, it's more of a clarity it is, you know. I start remembering things that I forgot, that I drowned in sorrow and drowned in liquor way back in the back of my head. You know, I start feeling things again. I start being present. I was able to pay attention to other things in life that I was hiding from, and I didn't want to see it, you know, certain characteristics in people, you know. I start making better decisions, you know, because at heart, I'm not a bad person, but you put some liquor or some drugs in somebody, they can make bad decisions. So I didn't make a lot of bad decisions, but the bad decisions I made most of my life had something to do with some liquor in my system. So I eliminated it. So now I'm just trying to go out and have great decisions. Great decisions. So I just wanted to share that because I know there's some people out there that I have talked to that are dealing with the same thing. They're drinking liquor and they say I need to stop. Look, man, give it a shot and take it day by day. Everybody's personality is different. Think of a reason that you really want to quit. If it's not for you, do it for somebody else. You know, if it's not for you, take that fight on for somebody else. And for me, I'm somebody who loves winning. So I looked at the liquor. I looked at the liquor like someone that was beating me. I've been losing this fight for 30-some years. And then not anymore. You know, not anymore. I'm going to win. And ever since that day, April 23rd, it's been a wrap. Yes, I've thought about it. Yes, I had those same habits when I walked in the same stores where I'd be buying beer at for years, or the liquor store. I would slow down by the beer section. I'm not even coming in here to get beer, but I'm thinking about something totally different. But my body walks directly to the beer section that I've been walking for years. You understand what I'm saying? I've been walking this route for years. My body automatically went there when my mind knew I was not going to go buy a bottle. I wasn't going to go buy a fifth. I wasn't going to go buy a beer case, nothing. I wasn't even going over there. The Gatorade's on the other side. But I still walked in the door and walked directly to the beer because I had programmed my life to do that. I had programmed myself to go do this. I had been doing it so long. I had programmed myself. Had to cut the program. I had to cut it. Pow! That routine has to stop now. Pow! I'm done. Nah, I don't even want to go over there. So now it comes to the point right now where I don't even walk towards the beer section in the same store. You know what I mean? There's no need. I don't even look over there. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So the best thing I can tell you, if you want to change something, you have to change your mindset. And it takes time. If you want to change your routine, it's going to take time to change that routine. You're going to keep having to do it different over and over and over and over again. You know? So it's a conversation that I have with myself, and I tell myself, nah, you're not going to lose this fight. You're going to continue on. And it got easier when I start looking at, you know, my kids. Did they come to me and say, Dad, hey, look, man, you drinking and I don't like you drinking? No, they did not say that. But me being there and being clear and having my mind right only can be beneficial to them. It only can be beneficial to them. If Dad gets smarter, he get wiser, it only can be beneficial. Not only just bringing more money in the house. We're not talking about that. I mean bringing more me in the house. You know? And if you want to go past that, it's bringing more me when I walk into a gym and I'm talking to kids. It's a reality, homie. It's not fake. I'm here for real. You know? Yes, the kid that moved 27 times before he was 13 is here for real. I'm surviving. So there's kids out there that's going through that same thing. But I'm here. You know? Like I woke up this morning and decided I was going to slaughter the day. I did a video this morning while I was working out. I was like, man, somebody might want to wake up and slaughter their day too. Knocked out 5 apartments, got home, took a shower, and got here before 4:30. That's slaughtering. That's working. But I told myself I was going to do that. Told myself. You know, So like I was saying, bringing more me, bringing that more reality to it, you know? And that's part of me even growing past that. I think being an alcoholic, I don't think I've ever said that before. Yeah. Being an alcoholic and knowing you can win, it just made me feel stronger. I swear to you, it made me feel stronger. Mentally, physically, I definitely felt stronger. I'm trying to tell you, I mean, the I don't have a lot of fat on me, but the fat I had slimmed right off. It was gone. My energy felt better. And then I start lifting weights. I start throwing the weights around a little easier. You know, I felt healthier. Ate more food. I'm not drinking beer for dinner. You know, some of you guys, I mean, some of my dudes that I call close, they ain't really gonna get on this podcast, so they ain't gonna have this conversation with me or see this conversation. But what I'm saying is, when you drink your dinner, some of you guys out there know people that drinks they meals. Like, man, you ain't ate all day. Man, you need to tap them guys up, man. Try to wake them up because they killing themselves. Literally, slow death. And I knew I was doing it, but I didn't care enough about myself at the time to stop it. I mean, now I'm raising kids. I'm still not caring about myself. I care about them. But I had to flip it. I care about them so much that I got to take care of myself. Because I have to be here. I have to be here. I'm on a mission to stay here. When God come get me, I know my mission will be complete, but I know he sent me on the path and in the way I was raised and the things that I went through and the reason why I'm still here so I can come out here and give you this realness. And these conversations on Crucial Conversations are going to start getting realer. Because more comfortable I get sitting up here giving this right here to you, showing you who I really am. Everybody that comes here is going to have to show who they really are. What is your real purpose? Stop hiding. Stop being fake. We don't have enough time, man. I don't have a big circle. My family's real tight. We like this. We've lost some people over the last 3 years. 3 years prior to that, if you would have asked me about grief, if you would have asked me about death, I couldn't have told you much. But it changes people. It changed me. Some of you guys walking around here like you're immortal, like you're going to be here forever. You're holding your tongue. You're not telling your loved ones you love them. You're not telling that person that you really don't like. You're just hanging around them. Oh, it's just tonight. It'll be a good time. Now, you really don't like them. Why are you hanging around that dude with the bad energy? Why are you hanging around with that female with the bad energy? Why are you hanging around with the people that aren't going where you want to go? Because you're scared not to be you? Don't be scared. You ain't got time to be scared. You don't. Live life. Live life. For real, man. So today the whole topic was me releasing something. I feel a lot better, man. I ain't gonna lie, I feel good. Got that off my chest. So yeah, man. Got that off my chest, man. I'm in that battle too. I know a couple people that's in that battle, man. Stay strong, man. Take it day by day. Take it day by day. You know. And I think before I get out of here and everything, I was thinking, why did I even accept? Why did I even accept myself doing that, putting that poison in me? Why did I accept it? I was just thinking, like, why didn't it seem like I paid it no attention for so long? I normalized it. And what I realized was that I grew up where drugs were so prevalent and so around me, and it had such a big effect on my life even without me taking drugs, is that I always seen crack as a drug and I seen liquor as just liquor. I also had family members that were drinkers, that were alcoholics, still are. that are battling it. Some just say, hey, that's just what they do. The party's totally different when you're the sober one. You know, but I think I normalized it, and that's the reason why I let it slide. But it's not normal if you got some other goals you're trying to do. It's not normal if it's holding you back. You understand what I'm saying? It's not normal if it's holding you back. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you feel like it's holding you back instead of letting you go forward, man, you got to reevaluate. Now I'm not talking about just your relationship with your significant other. I'm talking about relationship with everyone. From your significant other to your family members to your boss. If it's holding you back, let it go unless you like being stagnant. Then just be stagnant. Or you want to go backwards, go backwards. You know what I'm saying? But to live your life and when you want to be happy, man, forward's the way to go. Achieve something. You know? So by saying that, I'm saying this, man. I got some incredible guests that's going to be coming to Crucial Conversations. Crucial. You know what I mean? And they will be coming through. I'm going to record every Thursday. So you guys want to get on here live and holler at me, man. Holler at me. But I record every Thursday afternoons after I get off work. We plan to have a guest next week, and the following week is already booked up. So if you want to get on here and you want to get involved, hit me up, man. You can hit me on Messenger. You can hit me on Instagram. You can hit me on crucialconvo@gmail.com. And then we can get you on here. You guys on YouTube, go hit subscribe. Hit subscribe for me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. And you guys stay positive. I'm out. Crucial Conversations.